Yeah, well, I grew up on a homestead, so for me, like...
Do you have a minute?
To those, is that okay?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Step over here.
So should I be on the other
I'm
side?
going to have you stand here, Rebecca,
Okay.
and then you can stand here.
Okay.
I stand here?
So, my name's Rebecca. What's your name?
Hi, Rebecca. I'm Kaya.
Nice to meet you, Kaya.
Nice to meet you.
So, when we think about, like, the powerful, should they have the right to exploit and oppress the powerless or the more weak?
Oh, obviously not. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, it is obvious. No, nobody. It doesn't feel good to be exploited or oppressed.
No.
So, it doesn't matter how intelligent someone is or what language they speak or what they look like or any of that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you think about the way we treat like animals when we force them into slaughterhouses?
Just the same. Very much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's equally as unfair, and it's an abuse of power that I think that people take for granted, and a lot of people don't even realize that that's what's happening, or they do and they turn a blind eye to it. I think if you are gonna like eat meat, getting it from like a real farm that actually takes the initiative to make humane living environments for their animals and take care of them so that they live a happy life, because I do think that humans still, it's in our diet to eat meat, but I don't think that it's fair for us to put mass amounts of living creatures in slaughterhouses where they're being horrifically abused. I mean, like, what, they like suffocate chickens in styrofoam, and like, ooh, I can't even think about it. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. Like,
so you have a lot of feelings towards animals. You empathize with them. So what if I told you that? Well, think of it this way, okay? Since you mentioned the smaller farms as being more humane. So if somebody like kind of kept you like in a space and they gave you the food and shelter, maybe some like streaming shows or music or whatever you kind of like, just a little bit of to keep you comfortable, but you had no bodily autonomy, and then one day maybe you didn't pop out an egg or produce enough milk or a baby, and they wanted to kill you. How would you feel about that?
I mean, horrific, of course. Yeah. Terrible.
So what if I told you that those same animals a lot of times on the smaller farms end up at the same slaughterhouses that all the other animals do?
That's... Honestly, I don't think that I was totally aware of that.
Yeah. And even the smaller farms, when we think about it, so because, we have a lot of smaller vendors here and they have their products out and stuff. But do you think that it's right to be able to decide when it's okay to kill somebody?
Okay for something to live or die?
Another sentient being.
I don't think morally, especially in the era that we're in now, where we have so much choice, we have so many other options, so many opportunities to like, we're not dependent on it. It's not dependent on our survival. We don't have to choose between like, our baby dying and us like eating. It's just like that's no longer a factor at all. So to limit the amount of inhumane and like, no, absolutely.
Especially we're in Portland. Do you live in Portland? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, there are so many good options, especially for us here. We are like spoiled. We got like donuts and like bakeries. You ever into like those donuts and stuff? Like, oh my gosh. So restaurants, cater to vegans and then even besides that, we got great grocery stores. There's even a vegan grocery store,
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many options. I mean, I'm also celiac, so I can't eat like gluten, and we have so many options here even for that. Like Portland, we're pretty lucky here. Yeah.
So, what would it take for you to be vegan? Would you consider it?
I think that I would. I used to be vegan and ended up with a really severe like iron deficiency. So I had to implement meat back into my diet because that was the only thing other than getting iron infusions that was helping me. But if my body could sustain it, I mean, it's something that I have kind of gone back and forth between. Absolutely. So, yeah.
Well, so I'm not a nutritionist. Okay, I'm not going to fake it. Okay. But if you were vegan before, you may know that it's actually healthier than eating meat. Even the vegan processed meats, like Beyond Meat and stuff like that, is healthier than eating regular.
Because most of them are plant-based, which is better for your body in general.
So I want to give you this resource card.
Yeah.
And basically on here, it does have resources to free nutritionists that could help you figure some of that out.
Yeah.
I know that personally, like I've heard some other vegans, ones that's a nutritionist, say that you can just like mix up some kale and put it in your smoothie or something, and that like
has a lot of
the
iron.
iron,
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm so impressed with you and the way that you're open-minded. You empathize with the animals, I can tell.
Yeah, well, I grew up on a homestead, so for me, like, we occasionally would have to slaughter animals, which was really hard for me, which is part of the reason as a younger adult that I decided to go vegan, because I just have memories of animals being slaughtered. But when you're living in that lifestyle, because our farm was very humane and because we took really good care of our animals, and also because the only reason that we would ever slaughter something was because it was either sick or we couldn't take care of it like properly and it wasn't living a good life, that was like something that I came up understanding why sometimes you do have to kill an animal, but also at the end of the day we took every measure to make sure that we didn't have to resort to that. And so that, I don't know, growing up with that perspective, I understand farm life, I understand how much work it takes. I don't understand slaughtering, I don't understand sending an animal to a slaughterhouse, especially if it's lived on your farm. Like, that's something that really shocked me that you told me. I didn't even know that.
Well, not everybody has the authorization to do that part of the farming.
Really?
Yeah, so because you have to have like a certain amount of animals or something in order to like have your own slaughtering, processing, whatever they call it, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the folks here do, as far as the other people here, but I guess the main point is that kind of, do we have the right to take another being's life, a being that, we know that cows, pigs, and chickens, and even fish feel pain.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have their own goals, they're emotional, they have their own social circles.
Totally.
So do we have the right to even contain them and hold them captive, essentially,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that can get kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of gray area within even being able to contain them, because on one hand, considering the infrastructure that we're placing, there's not many places for animals to like exist in the wild naturally like they used to anymore. So I do think that maybe having a housing and having and owning animals may still be like humane, but I think that the conditions of which that they live in needs to be ideal for them, because just like we want our houses to be warm and comfortable and safe and cozy, we don't want to put an animal who feels just all the same things as us in those conditions. But so
I guess when we think about like slaughterhouses or places that have the animals, there's ways to turn those into sanctuaries, and for the farmers to start to grow more plants and different products. There's a woman, rowdy girl, if you look her up on like Facebook and YouTube, basically she married a Texas rancher, and she turned him vegan, and now they have their whole ranch they turned into a sanctuary.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it can be done, and she's actually got a program to help people do that. So it's happening, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think people just need to shift their perspective of not objectifying other animals, because it's like we're animals too.
We are.
And we wouldn't want somebody to
put us through the things that we put them through.
It's horrendous.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, do you think you'll check out the resource card and consider?
Absolutely. Totally.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
thank you.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love the way you're dressed too. Right?
Thank you.
So
I
cool.
appreciate that. I gotta layer up.
Yeah, I know it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
Kaya, it was so great meeting you.
It was good to meet you too.
You too.
Remind me your name again.
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah,
Good
come
to
back
meet you.
anytime if you want to talk, or we're here most weekends.
Okay,
So.
perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for
You're
doing
welcome.
this. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank
It was very
you.
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Go vegan. You can do it.